Hi Aries, welcome to your reading. This is going to be for the next 10 days. It is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If this one doesn't resonate, definitely check out those other placements. It is a general reading, so it may not resonate for everyone who watches. So we're going to get into your recent past, your current energy, and the near future. And then we'll take a peek at your person's energy, whoever's on your mind, and your energy. See what's going on with you two. Okay, so welcome back to everyone who is returning. If you are new, welcome. I hope you'll stay. I am available for personal readings. If you'd like one of those, the information's in the description box below or in my About section of my channel. Okay, let's see what's going on. I feel like we need to cut one more time. So, in the recent past, we have the Moon in reverse with the King of Cups and Temperance. In the current energy, we have the Ten of Cups in reverse with the Seven of Pentacles and the Emperor in reverse. In the near future, we have the Fool. I love this. The Four of Wands, and then we have the Nine of Cups in reverse. So the overall energy is the Seven of Swords. I feel like this is a release, a final release of anything that was not working out in your life. And I say that meaning we go through this all the time where we're constantly cleansing our energy or releasing people. So the Seven of Swords is also, could be that you're having a realization that things were not always as they seemed. Sometimes clarity comes, and I feel like that's what's happening in the recent past. You had some clarity around an energy that you were dealing with, somebody that maybe you thought you could trust, and you found out that you couldn't, and it was difficult to see it for what it was. So behind that, we have the Four of Swords. It's basically not replaying the same things that had happened for you in the past and focusing your energy on that area. Sometimes it's hard when we've been hurt or someone's lied to us or we've been treated poorly to understand why somebody was that way. When we get to a place where we start to really accept that these were deep, valuable lessons for us at a soul level, then the acceptance can come. But until then, we can replay a lot of events in our lives. And that can have a huge effect on you overall, on your health, on your mental well-being, things like that. But I do feel like something is being revealed to you over this period of time. It could be that you have a knowing about something. That's what I feel really strongly. It's as if you don't even need clarification from another individual. Your sense of, I think I know what was going on and why it had to happen the way that it did is making more sense to me now. And through that, I think you can also find acceptance. So in the recent past with the Moon in reverse, the King of Cups in reverse, and then Temperance, it's really talking about having patience even with yourself as well as other people for the things that they've been through, and understanding that their inability to show emotion or to get close can be very revealing, because at times people mirror that back, that those types of emotions back to us. If there's something about you recently that has been a little bit closed off, I feel like you're going to revisit that, maybe not spend too much time mentally on it, but just be aware of being patient, not only with other people, but with yourself. And that could be really valuable in your relationships. A lot of times we tend to focus on how we feel. Not that you don't have empathy for other people. It's that it's hard to get out of our own way sometimes to see how other people are feeling. And if we understand that they are a reflection of some of our attributes as well, at times, not always, then we can understand it a little bit better. And I feel like there was somebody, including yourself, that may have been just shut down a little bit emotionally. And that seems to be coming to your awareness. Now, this is also about having patience. Like I said, this could be feeling guided, knowing that you're protected, feeling as though you can work through anything as long as you have faith and patience that you'll get to the other side of it. And that the knowing that you need will show up for you. All right, so we're going to clarify that in just a moment. So in the current energy, we have the Ten of Cups in reverse with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse and the Emperor in reverse. So where those dissatisfying relationships, things that did not make you happy, things you waited to see if they were going to either move forward or be the happiness that you were hoping for, really put you in a position of feeling like you couldn't take control of your own life. And that's tough when you really love somebody and you want them to see things the way that you do, or you want to experience that, you want them to experience the same kind of joy or feelings that you have for them, and they can't. It can be really tough when you spend a lot of time waiting to see if things will shift. And that's why it's so important once you go through a lot of these trials and errors, is that you realize people generally do not change. So they can't morph into what we want them to be. They can just be who they are in that moment. So that's again about acceptance. Now, taking back control of your life is going to be important for you over this period of time so that other people's energies don't throw you off. So that you can maintain yourself and then allow and accept other people to enter your life that bring joy, not people who have issues that they're dealing with. Now, if you've recognized that some of those things may have been things you yourself were dealing with, then that can be a little bit tiring. So in the current energy, you may feel a little bit pooped out and just a need to kind of rest and take back control and rethink where things are at this moment and how you're going to take the steps to make the changes that you need to in order to find the joy that you're looking for. All right, so in the near future, we have the Fool, the Four of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. This is great because the Fool is saying you're going to take a chance and not necessarily turn your back on the idea of having what you feel like is the ultimate happiness within your relationships. This could be, yes, within a marriage, within a long-term relationship, friendships, family, whatever it may be for you. It's like as soon as you come to grips with how you feel, who you are, and you accept that about you, you can express that outwardly. So the people that don't bring the joy to you with the Nine of Cups in reverse, it's like things that were not fulfilling you. You can release those knowing that something better is going to come towards you. When we can't see it, feel it, touch it, it can be really hard to imagine that it's possible, especially if you've had multiple situations that have gone awry. And it's hard. It's hard to release people we've loved, that we've known for a really long time, and move on and believe that something can be really joyful. But knowing yourself that well, which is what I feel like you're going through right now, allows you to find that peace within a relationship. Yes, there will be some ups and downs. At times, it may not be feeling like it's fulfilling you, but I think you're willing to take the chance with a new perspective. This is definitely Spirit saying, please don't put the brakes on. Open yourself up that the joy can come. You can find that in your life, or a relationship that you're currently in can shift if you take the chance possibly to open up and even recognize where your person may be coming from. Okay, I'm going to clarify before we get into your person's energy and your energy. So let's see what's going on with the Moon in reverse and the King of Cups. This is for, let me move these out of the way. This is for Aries. Okay, so the Strength card. And yes, sometimes, again, when things come out, it could just be your current energy. You're feeling a little bit worn out, tired, overworked, needing a break. The holidays bring a lot of stress too, so you could just recently have been feeling like that. If you're just feeling like you have to withdraw your emotions, it could be because you're feeling tired, or whatever was revealed to you could have put you in a state where you feel like you're having to regain the strength that you need in order to push through. So there's just a lot of energy around things being revealed, opened up. You could also feel like ascension symptoms. I feel like there's a lot of people that are going through that towards the end of this year, getting ready for next year. So let's look at the King of Cups in reverse with the Temperance. And then we have the Four of Wands in reverse. So in the past where things fell apart, possibly a marriage, things that didn't work out in relationships again, it turns around in the near future. So something is really shifting for you over what I feel is not just the next 10 days, but over a period of probably the next couple of months. All right, so I want to get one more card for that, because having patience around those things shifting. Okay, so the Two of Swords just says you might be or were in at a crossroads with a relationship, somebody that was not obviously showing up completely emotionally. Something was revealed to you that put things into perspective, and it put you in a place where you had to make a decision about that. A really tough one too. And at that point, it was a decision about whether you were going to have the patience to wait and see, or were you going to pull back your energy and decide to walk away and find the people and the relationship that is going to fulfill you that way. So let's look at the 10 of Cups with the 7 of Pentacles, because it does seem like it was difficult to go through. The breakup of a family could have been years and years ago. It doesn't matter when it was. If these emotions are popping back up because you're starting to think about what it is that you want in the future, and maybe you're seeing some of that show up in the current relationships that you've been dealing with since that had happened, it's allowing you to recognize where things may have gone awry, and sometimes it's about how you participated in those things as well. So we have to take responsibility for our own feelings as much as we can say, somebody else is not emotionally available. In what areas may you have not been or not been as open to what's going on or contributing to where things were a little bit, not happy? All right, so the 10 of Cups and the 7 of Pentacles, and then we have the Magician. So it looks like whatever was going on here what's going on emotion-wise in the current energy, you are finding ways to focus on manifesting what you do want, which is good. Because once you shift out of a place of being in your head, especially if things have been revealed to you that were, either surprising or good to know, this is going to help you get to a place where you know what you really do want. And that's important. It's what we don't want that is important to learn as much as it is what we do want. And in that case, I'd say the Magician is saying that you have the ability to, at this point in your life, at any point in your life, manifest what you truly desire. And that too will help shift from a place of not feeling in control of how things are working out. And then we have the Lovers in reverse in the areas that relationships were not successful. So I see you manifesting your way through that energy right now, and then you're going to be working yourself into taking a chance with love or working on a relationship and truly seeing it from both people's perspectives. All right, so the Fool and the 4 of Wands, and then we have the Devil. And I feel like this is actually about passion. I don't think that this is necessarily toxic energy. I think you just have a lot building up in you that's kind of fiery. And this is two people. It's kind of like dancing in that fiery place. You guys are a fire sign, obviously. And, when you get that passion, that desire going, it really drives you to take the chances that you want to. So wherever you may have felt like you were holding back, I feel like in the near future, this is what's going to happen. You're going to get fired back up and decide that you don't want to stay where you have been. Was it valuable time to maybe take a break or pull back? Yes. But now it's coming back to you again, your natural fiery self. All right. So the 4 of Wands and the 9 of Cups in reverse. And then we have the World. So this is trying to push you in a direction where you close out this particular cycle. It could have been, for some of you, half of your life that this cycle had happened. And when it comes to your awareness, you realize, okay, this is what this looked like. Now everything is about to change. That's a big pill to swallow. And I feel like for some of you, it's hard to accept leaving all of that behind and realizing you can start anew. So many people are going through this. All signs, I think, are shifting and changing. Things are changing in our world. They're not going to look the same. So for you, it's about closing that out and releasing it completely. And remembering you experienced that one area of your life, but now it's time to get fired up about what new things could come towards you. Whether it's that you're going to have a shift in a current relationship and decide that the two of you can change together through these ups and downs, or you close out the cycle of those types of relationships and you move into a direction of manifesting what you really want to feel and how you want to interact and how you want to be vulnerable. All of those things are going to come into play. I'm not sensing a lot of work stuff from this particular reading. Doesn't mean that there aren't things going on. This could also be an indication for you that there's some aspect of your work life that's going to be closing out as well. But this seems to be more focused on you balancing with other people in your relationships. Okay, so I'm going to clear this, and then we will get into the person that's on your mind. So think about them for just a moment while we clear these. Okay, so the Nine of Cups is the card that is staying on the top. I like to focus on this card because it seems to bring a lot of energy into the reading. So where things have not felt fulfilling for you, it's almost as if they want you to step back. I just saw a journal and actually write down a bunch of different areas of your life where you felt like things were not fulfilling, and then see where you may have what choices you had made, what choices other people made, how things did or didn't make you happy, and manifest from that place. Journaling can be tough sometimes if you don't have the time or, the feeling of I need to sit down and write this out, but it really does help. It helps you understand what is going to fulfill you long term. Could be completely different from what you've experienced over the last 15 years of your life. And now you're feeling like, wait, that doesn't make me happy anymore. I actually want something completely different. All right, so let's get a different deck and look into you and your person. This is for Aries, please. All right, so your person that's on your mind right now is the Four of Pentacles with Temperance in reverse, the Tower. Okay, somebody's going through some massive changes. Now, as far as signs, we had a lot of fire. So you could be dealing with an Aries, Sag, or a Leo. We have Scorpio energy here, Taurus, Virgo, Cap, and a lot of Sag. I'm going to say that's pretty strong as well. So your person's Four of Pentacles, Temperance in reverse, the Tower, and the Nine of Pentacles. So they're going through some major changes right now. And your energy is the Knight of Swords in reverse with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, Eight of Cups in reverse, and the Strength card. Perfect. Overall energy is the Queen of Cups. So we had the King of Cups in reverse and now the Queen of Cups. So again, there's almost a sense of neither person is really nurturing themselves within this relationship, or didn't if you're looking into somebody from your past. Your person seems to be holding back quite a bit, or they're holding on really tightly to something. It could be about their finances. They need to focus on that. They just want their energy to be more in that direction than they do focusing on love. So temperance is, they could have a short temper. Maybe they lose their patience with things. And I think that's what's really coming to a head. It's going to change because this person doesn't seem to have balance in their life. And even though they seem to hold on very tightly to how they want their work and financial life to look, they still have a sense of insecurity and self-worth issues, something around that area. I feel like some of this is about to really shift and change in their life. So if you are willing to work through this with someone you're currently with, I'd say you could possibly give it some time. We'll get a few more cards and see. But whatever this shift is, it seems very self-focused for them. Not that they don't care or love you. I just feel like that's what their focus is right now. Now, yours is the Knight of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, the Eight of Cups in reverse, and the Strength card. So I don't think you're going to take as much action towards them. I think for you, it's almost as if when you have, it feels like it smacked you in the face. Like things just didn't go the way that you had hoped or thought they would. But I don't feel that you want to walk away from it. Right now, it seems like you're regaining the strength, maybe to approach this person if you're not together anymore. It could be that you're the one that wants to take the action. And if that's the case, it's going to go back to the main reading where we discussed really seeing things from somebody else's perspective, which can be tough when we're in our own feelings. So I think you're regaining your strength and possibly wanting to reach out to them, but not right now. I just don't feel like there's a lot of movement. And if that's not the case, and that's you're not dealing with somebody from the past here, if you're in a current relationship, I just feel like you're not really wanting to start the conversation. I feel like you really want this person to speak up and get through whatever it is that they're dealing with. If it is their work stuff, then great. I just don't think you want to put that much more energy into it. Not that you want to leave them high and dry. I just think you want them to come to you. All right, so let's see what's going on with the romance angels. This is for Aries. Ooh. Okay, a lot of these flying out. We've got retreat. It says it's time to disconnect from the world. So we talked about that earlier. There's a part of you that probably had pulled back over the recent weeks and months. Calling in your soulmate, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So this is possibly for those of you who do still want somebody. You could have recently taken a break or been in a break for a bit and you really want to draw this person back into your energy. And then we have past life relationship. You have known each other before. So when there was a disconnect emotionally, it's like there was never a real disconnect because you knew you were connected no matter what. You felt the energy of this person. So if you or they ever pulled back, it didn't feel right. Something was uncomfortable because you have such a deep connection. And then we have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. And last, we have keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectation. Maybe you didn't expect to love this person as much as you do. And it could have been quite a shock. Somebody completely different than what you expected to meet. And now you're like, wait, I feel like I've known this person my whole life. It's really kind of an amazing energy. I like it. All right, so let's get a little bit of advice. Let me get these shuffled. Yeah, these cards don't shuffle very well. All right, this is for Aries. So what's the advice for Aries and their person? All right, that feels right. Keep your strength up. Matching cards right there. The Queen of Wands. Be sure to recognize your worth in this. Trust your intuition for sure and take a chance. So the energy is definitely to know, understand that you have value, you have worth. We all know that, but at times we can question it, especially if we have a partner that's showing us something different or withdrawing or pulling back their energy. So they're saying stay strong and trust your intuition and take a chance. If you are the one that wants to approach this person, I think they're saying go ahead, really do. If you feel it deep in your soul and this is somebody you feel deeply connected to and you want to make sure that either the relationship does not end or you want to reconnect with them, then it's definitely a positive indication to go ahead and do so. All right, so this is for Aries. Let's see what we have with the Lover's Oracle. Okay, so the first card is close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. Absolutely. And then deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. And that's what I was saying. Trust your intuition. Do what feels right for you. And then give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. Those are beautiful cards. So that felt really nice. All right, let's get the wisdom of the Oracle to close this out for you. I just saw the regeneration card, which is great. That's about regenerating, yes, fixing. Two people coming out of a dark place into a good place, fixing things, just new beginnings altogether. So by the first of the year or close thereafter, you could feel yourself really changing, not recognizing the old you anymore. We have the fates. Okay, so that's amazing because if you feel like it's fated, it is definitely fated. The stars are about good luck. That fork in the road, what are you going to do? Are you going to put the effort into this? Are you going to take a chance? Round and round, you may have felt like that's what it was doing and there needs to be a change. Obviously, there's some major ones going on with your person. And then to the sea, which is, yes, it can be an oxymoron, but a fork in the road and to the sea feels like you have a decision to make, but they want you to go with the flow because you don't want to obviously stay in the same place and constantly be going around the hamster wheel. You, I think, instinctively know that this is something you really want in your life and that it was probably a fated relationship, which they all are, to me anyway. And this is about eternal love. It reduces to an 8, and 8s are about eternity. Now, 7s are popping up. That could be something significant. It could be a number that means something to the two of you, One of your birthdays could be that, or the 25th of the month, or the 13th. Numbers seem to be really important recently in my readings, so I want to make sure I mention those. Now, the last card was, look at that. It came out after I shuffled. So, yes, there is regeneration happening. It's like replanting the seed and letting things grow. Brand new beginning. It feels like a big shift in your energy and something working out really significantly within this relationship. So I hope this helps. Those were your messages. Thank you again so much for being here. Thank you for all your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. As I mentioned in the beginning, if you would like a personal reading, that info's in the description box below or in my About section. Hope you guys have an amazing 10 days, and I'll see you in the next one. Lots of love. Take care.